For thousands of years, humanity has looked to the sky, searching for a memory we can't quite place. We look up to understand our origin. When we examine the oldest written records on Earth, we find consistent descriptions of beings arriving from above. These texts do not describe distant, abstract spirits. They describe a physical presence, something older. In Sumerian myth, they are the Anunnaki. Clay tablets say they descended from the heavens, bringing agriculture, mathematics, and strict law. But the accounts go further. They suggest these visitors took a direct, physical role in shaping us, claiming they deliberately modified human biology. Between the first permanent human settlement and the first written legal code, less time passed than it took for our ancestors to master fire. We have to ask if that acceleration was an unguided natural progression or the result of the intervention carved into these stones. Thousands of miles away, another culture recorded an identical event. The Book of Enoch, excluded from modern Bibles, was preserved in secret. It outlines the descent of the Watchers, beings who shared forbidden knowledge, accelerating our transition from primitive tribes to advanced urban societies. Two ancient cultures, separated by vast distances, different languages, and separate eras, yet both maintained highly detailed accounts of human alteration guided by visitors from the sky. Modern historians categorize these parallels as shared human mythology, but the sheer specificity of these details points to the possibility of a single, forgotten global event. Science now views human genetics as a literal information storage system, with every cell housing 3 billion base pairs of instructions. Yet despite mapping the human genome, the vast majority of this structural information operates in ways we do not fully grasp. It remains untranslated. Within this code, biologists find conserved sequences, segments that have remained unchanged for millions of years, resisting the mutations that define standard evolution. These regions are so precise, they appear to function like protected, read-only memory. To some researchers, this stability suggests an architectural choice rather than a random byproduct of nature. This creates a direct bridge between our modern genetic mysteries and the ancient Sumerian and Enochian myths of biological intervention. This historical context brings us directly to the present. Over the last few years, global governments have systematically begun acknowledging unidentified aerial phenomena in our skies. The recorded objects in these official briefings perform maneuvers that defy our current understanding of physics, propulsion, and aerodynamics. After decades of denial, high-level intelligence bureaus are now coordinating the release of this evidence in formal, public settings. The timing is precise. We appear to be experiencing a managed disclosure, a preparation for a reality that links the accounts of the ancients with the objects in our skies. And exactly at this moment of disclosure, humanity is preparing to leave Earth again. NASA is establishing a permanent human presence on the Moon under the Artemis program. In ancient mythology, Artemis is a torchbearer. She is the bringer of light. A distinct pattern connects all of this. Knowledge is revealed, hidden for millennia, and eventually rediscovered. The names, the biological code, and the phenomena in our skies are waiting for a generation capable of decoding the pattern. Or, this could all be exactly what it sounds like, a completely constructed narrative. Every single thing you just heard is real. The ancient history, the genetic science, the government briefings, they all exist. I didn't invent the evidence. These 5 nodes represent the raw ingredients: the Anunnaki texts, the Book of Enoch, DNA stability, UAP disclosures, and the Artemis mission. But the connections between them were engineered for this video. The grand meaning linking Mesopotamia to modern space travel was an artificial layer. The most effective deceptions don't require fake evidence. They simply require taking undeniable facts and wrapping them in interpretation until reality and storytelling look like the same thing. This structure is the blueprint used to manufacture propaganda and shape the media narratives you consume. Narrative engineers know that if you present enough true data points in a specific sequence, the human brain will automatically accept the implied conclusion. This exercise uses the mystery of history as a delivery vehicle to reveal your psychological vulnerability. Belief is incredibly easy to shape. If the first half felt logical and convincing, you must question how many of your other beliefs were built using this exact same architecture.